first. Welcome. I have a lot on my plate to talk about. A lot of stuff. I mean, like a lot of stuff. Well, I gotta shut myself up. Oh my god. This is crazy. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. Well, yes. So, hello, everybody. Mitch, good to see you. I was just about to check in with the Magic Dolph Bucket because he brings the magic. Man, I didn't realize my hair was so poofy. Yeah, look at that. That's majestic. That's majestic. I look like a royal crested rooster or something. Hello, David. Hello, Stephen Wayne Nelson Jr. Hey, Flash. What's going on? What's up, Cat House and Number One? Hey, Number One is here. I thought she wouldn't be here because she was so sick of me. Number One was just in town for my birthday. And my stylist flew in and they gave me a visit for my birthday. So that was very nice. So I didn't think Number One would be here because she'd be a bit like, I'm sick of that guy. I'm just like sick of him. So it's good to see you getting over your sick of me-ness. Just as a note, when I was setting up the stream, my phone said unable to create a stream. So I don't know if I'm going to have spottiness, if I'm going to, if it's going to be bad news, but whatever. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Happy birthday, Mark. Yes, Facebook, another Mark, Zuckerberg, told me it was your birthday. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. So let's check in with the Magic Duff Bucket and say hello to the Magic Duff Bucket and see what the Magic Duff Bucket definitely brought the magic. Definitely brought the magic. I'm going through this like Rapture Brewing. Hello. Greetings and salutations. You might have some problems. Using that line, Troy, because Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr. I don't know. I don't think he got a copywritten or anything. Hello, Troy. Good to see you. $100 is fine if you want to see that sign. $100 is fine. That's fine. So I'm going to do a pour and be judged by Hans, but I don't think Hans ever had a pour while live streaming and trying to get the shot. I just don't think that's a fair way to assess my pour. Hello, Jason. Good to see you. Good to see you. Howdy, howdy. Well, that's good. Can't stay tonight, unfortunately, but wanted to stop in and wish you all a great chat. I'll be sure to watch during the week. Oh, I'm sorry you can't stick around, Jason. We're going to talk Centipede for sure. I listened to that old CD so many times. Oh, that CD, yes. It is Jeff's number one beverage. It is my number one beverage of choice. Yes. It's delicious. Producer Jill just randomly walked in here. I never know how to read that. It's a little scary. I don't know. It's like I'm just a little intimidated. Had to go out and back in. You were spinning like a top. Oh, no. No. See, you got to tell me if I'm having issues, Producer Jill. That's... I went back, so just so you know, I'm trying to remedy the stream so I don't have to break it into a bunch, right? Like I did those few times. So I went back to using my cell phone, my iPhone, with the camera and getting the fuzzy testicle back into it. Fuzzy testicle. He doesn't manscape. And in that way, it wouldn't be interrupted. But I had a nice setup with a webcam and then the Yeti. Now, see, I just taped the fuzzy testicle to the Yeti, and then I'm ready. But yes, I wanted to get everything ready. But we're gonna have to figure out how I can boost this signal because we have a Google home thing, and it's just a wreck. I'm sorry, it's a wreck. From what I understand, EPB is some of the best internet in the country. We don't have it. We don't have EPB. So we'll put on an APB for EPB. Did you get the gold package? No, well, I don't know what we got. But it was stellar when we first got here. It made our Oak Lawn house look like the Stone Age. It was fantastic. Now it's just a crapshoot. So anyway, hopefully I'll stick around for the whole live tonight. But I might have to duck out if the internet decides to be a douchebag. So what do we got to talk about? He's not here yet. Maybe he's silently stalking. But I wanted to let Tim know. I let somebody into the fans of Suntup group, who cited Tim at It's Terrific for knowing about Suntup. Because we asked two questions. Are you going to follow the goddamn rules? That's the one question. The second question is, how'd you hear about us over here in this little corner of the interwebs? And that one was, I learned about this group from It's Terrific. So I like it when that happens on my channel. And people are like, I bought this book because of Jeff. That makes me feel good. I'm happy to connect people with things that I love. So I thought Tim might want to hear that, because it's a good feeling. So you're doing good stuff, Tim. I turned away because I had a burp. I'm watching myself like a second later on my screen here, and I saw myself turn, and it was really just pathetic. So I'm judging myself while I'm talking to you, which is also the worst thing you could do. Yeah, my stylist came in and she said, I'll cut your hair, but please don't tell anybody who I am. I don't want this to reflect on me. So that's yes. So I said happy birthday to Mark Kenefic. This is his birthday. So Curious King. Let's start out with Curious King. They're doing Dan Simmons' Hyperion Cantos. And people are just going gaga, right? Right after that went live, the announcement, he didn't do any pre-orders. He just said, I'm doing this series next. I think Curious King is going to be doing series. That's his bag, right? So he did the rebind of Ready Player One, which got him started. But then as a publisher, he's doing he did the first Blade trilogy, gave away a standard edition on this channel, very generous gift from the man. And so that comes with rights to the trilogy. Then he's going to do the Broken Earth series, which I believe is N.K. Jemisin. And then he just announced the Hyperion Cantos, which a lot of people are like, oh, they've been begging for that a long time. And so now he's doing it. Right after he announced that, somebody's like, I'm selling my first Blade, lettered and numbered, with rights. Mark's trying to skip his birthdays, but that doesn't work. Not even in an Oscar Wilde book. So, anyway, here's what they were selling it for. They were selling the number. Hello, Philip. Philip's here. So be on your best behavior. We're going to talk about Philip. Philip's got a lot going on. You need to get on it. Anyway, he's selling the lettered for $9,000 and the numbered for $3,000 with rights, and they both sold. He sold them both, and this is like, wow! I'm back at the early days of Suntup when rights commanded a king's ransom, but now it's a Curious King's ransom because rights for Suntup are done. That's when you do a book a month, the rights go away. So there's I think Curious King's going to do 4 a year, which is a lot less than 12 a year. I didn't, I wasn't excellent at math, but I'm pretty good at it as far as knowing that 12 a year gets a lot of copies out into the secondary. It gets a lot of editions out there, and it gets a lot of people falling off that completist train. Like, they're not going to be completists anymore. But you can be a completist for Curious King if he keeps that pace up. And if you're getting in at rights, if you're dealing with rights and you're locking them in with that demand, you're going to be able to sit on that golden egg. And then, yes, people on Library Thing are going to start complaining about it. I can't get a Curious King book. This is criminal. Anthony K is tweaking with supply and demand. He's a Simon Bar Sinister. It's going to be horrible, blah, 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 blah. But it's a business model that works, and it keeps people connected to the press in a very real way. And, yeah, so I was stunned to see the prices those Curious King books were going for. This is kind of distracting me. I don't know if I need 2 skulls sitting around, 2 skulls. I'm just going to put it away. I'm going to put it away because it was distracting to me. Look at that hair. Anyway, so Curious King, craziness. That's a lot of Zort is cash. So since Philip showed up, let's talk about Philip. He's got a book right now. You can order. Thunderstorm's doing something fun where they're setting the limitation based on pre-orders up until the 14th of September. Now, I'm trying to get my review of Beneath the Pale Sky because that's the book. I'm reading Beneath the Pale Sky. I'm going to get a review up about it. I've read 6 out of the 8 stories in this book, and it's awesome. It's incredible. I favor longer fiction. Like, I like novels. I like big, long stories that you can go any number of ways, that are deep and wide. I like that. When I see a thick book by an author I like, that's my bag. That's where I want to go. I don't usually go for the short fiction. I've bought every Stephen King collection, and I haven't read all of them. I read Night Shift and Skeleton Crew, and I do like different seasons and 4 Past Midnight. I like ones that are 4 novellas in there. I usually don't dig shorter fiction. This changes my mind. This is awesome. Every story is fantastic so far. I got 2 more to go. The last 2 could be horrible, Philip. I don't know. I'm doing an honest review. The first 6 are amazing. This is great stuff. It kind of changes my mind about short fiction. I'm gonna come down off my high horse about short fiction because Philip can do it well, and it's not something that translates to longer work. There's some people that are great at short fiction but can't handle a novel. Philip's got it both. He's got it on lock. Philip Fracassi is a no-brainer go-to author. So this fuzzy testicles in the shot. Did I even know that? So yes, it's amazing stuff. I'm going to finish the last 2. I'm going to do a review because I really would hate to see people miss out on Beneath the Pale Sky from Thunderstorm. It's coming with story notes. He's doing story notes as well. So you get the stories, and then you get some story notes. That's cool. That's really cool. And a little whisper in my ear, little rumor floating around. Maybe there will be a matching set of Thunderstorm Fracassi collection books. He's got Beneath the Pale Sky and then Behold the Void, which is what my doctor says when he does that light thing and he sticks it in my ear. He says, "Behold the void." Not really. But I don't know. Maybe there'll be a matching set. Shh, I don't know. Shh. You didn't hear it from your Uncle Jeff. Maybe you heard it from Parker and Paige. Parker and Paisley. Sometimes Parker and Paisley like to go on a double date with Parker and Paisley. Yes, we need more. We do need more Fracassi. He said it's going to be slowing down, but I hope not. I hope Observed gets a home. And I'm happy. I haven't even read Child Alone with Strangers yet. I'm very much looking forward to that. A lot of people really liked it when they read it. Because that's how you like a book, when you read it. I've tried sleeping on them or hugging them, but I find the most enjoyment I get out of books is when I read them. Sometimes huffing them is okay, but it's not the same. But speaking of Fracassi and the Thunderstorm book, he also has a chapbook. I haven't either, but it's up next after the new Lansdale I'm reading now. Oh, I got to get Moonlake if that's the new Lansdale. I don't know if that's your new Lansdale. Beneath the Pale Sky. Brilliant stuff. I don't know what my favorite story is in this. I think the biggest page turner was the one that Atuchus. I'm not gonna. It's Ateuchus. Atuchus. It's a great story. I think that was the best page turner. But id or ID was really cool. Black Heart Eyes. I don't know what you're saying. See the Dark Heart? I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, Philip. I don't speak emoji. But those could be hieroglyphics. Emojis are the 2020s version, or the new millennia's version of hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. Usually this is when producer Jill tells me to stop, but I have an empty stomach and a full glass, and you know how that's going to go. Hieroglyphics. So, okay, so tangentially, you got to get that chapbook. What's up, Scully? Tingles. You say that too now. Tingles. Because you're really leaning into the ASMR tribe, Scully. I like it, but not on the ASMR level. Evening all. Can't stay, but wishing Jeff, producer Jill, and you as folks a happy Labor Day. Happy reading and drinking to everyone else too. Nobody could stay tonight, but I knew that would happen because it's a Labor Day and people go into labor on Labor Day. That's how it got its name. Labor Day. I was gonna put labor with a U on there just to annoy producer Jill. But anyway, tangentially, get that chapbook, The Fate of Nero. Maybe Philip, how many are left? Oh, also Philip, can you tell me how many copies? Do you know the limitation so far of you were born on Labor Day? Mark was. Mom went into labor on Labor Day. Kind of on the nose. I don't know, kind of cliche, been done. Philip, how many copies of Beneath the Pale Sky has Thunderstorm taken orders for? Or can you not say? Would you rather not say? Heart for the review, Google eyes for the T-Storm tease. Nobody knows. Who knows? Maybe that's it. Up here in Canada, we are celebrating Labor Day. The U is pivotal. Yeah. How many Thunderstorms sold so far? That would be good to know, but you don't have to share. I don't want to put you on the spot. But there are few chapbooks left. Now, this is a chapbook with Francois Villancourt art. direct from Philip Fracassi. Philip and Frankie, if you want to call him Frankie, Francois. Don't forget VJ Books. This month, all the Fracassi are on sale. Yes. Yes. What? That has a trapeze head on it, special made from the monks. Oh. Okay. Special made from the monks. There's the Jeff word. What's the word? Not bird, the Jeff word. So get the chapbook, but also 19th edition is having a sale. All right, 19% off. They're celebrating the new Stephen King book called Fairy Tale. I have the independent bookstore edition coming from the UK. So I'll read that one when I get it, and I'll do up a lame review for that. Hopefully I like it. I haven't read a new Stephen King in a while. I haven't read Institution, Outsiders, Billy Summers, If It Bleeds. I haven't read any of them. But I'm going to read Fairy Tale. I'm going to read that when I get it. So, I'm originally from Australia, so I mentally insert the U. Thunderstorm Pale, last I heard, it was around 150. That's good sales, Philip. That's good sales. But it should be more. It's a great read. And, damn. Great stories. A lot of fun. And they're short stories, but they're not, the short stories aren't very short. You know, sometimes you get, I read short stories that it's like, okay, this was more of a writing exercise than a short story. It's like, oh, I created a character, it did a thing, and now I'm moving on. It was just a little flavor. And that can be okay if you're in the mood for just like a potato chip of fiction. I just want a chip. But these stories are a little more engrossing than that, and they're longer. So when I do my review, I'm going to go into each story and talk about what I liked about each one to give you a sense of it. But there's enough there to go into them, you know, to talk about them. You know, there are Stephen King short stories that stick with me, like The Moving Finger and The Jaunt. Those. And Spring Heel Jack, was that one? Or that was a Strawberry Summer or Indian Summer or something like that. Those stick with me, but these stories are all almost I could see how he can expand them. Just say that. There's a lot of depth. So chapbooks, about 40 left. So that's pretty damn good. There were 250, so that's 210 sold. 40 left. I would get it. It's not expensive. And it goes direct to the author and the artist. So that I love that. What's up, Matt? Matt Arnold's here. A man with two first names, like Jeff Terry. I can't tell you how many people said, never trust a man with two first names. I'm like, why? What'd I do to you? And then, you know, I just tried to be trustworthy to disprove that thing. So Matt Arnold, a Sugarfoot, Mitch. Rapture is a brewing company that should be in every liquor store. Every Costco should carry your product. Get busy, Mitch. Get busy selling. Brewing so you could sell. That Symphony of Sour was stupid awesome, too. Stupid. I need another one of those. Are you brewing anymore, Mitch? Symphony of Sour? Because I like it. I could see that's a beer I would drink. Like, I would definitely be in the mood for that. Special mood. Like, maybe I just threw a tantrum, you know, at the dollar store because I didn't get what I wanted. And then I go home and I want to, like, remedy that with a special something I'm in the mood for. I could see that. I could see Symphony of Sour taking care of that. So, I don't know if you're brewing anymore, but it was delicious. So we talked about Fracassi. We talked about Earthling. What's up, Ron? Running late. Hi, everyone. Ordered my Thunderstorm Fricassee yesterday. Excellent. Yes. And Ron, we talked about it. There's maybe a rumor that there will be another Fricassee Thunderstorm. I don't know, maybe. I've got some more Symphony Sour Raspberry left. Maybe 5 kegs, and I'm about to brew SOS Pineapple. Oh, I got to try that. Symphony of Sour Pineapple. Damn, the beer of the day looked great. It's delicious, Scully. If you like good beer, you want to drink something that you enjoy the drunkening. I don't want to say that because drinking shouldn't mean you're going to be drunk. Like that's, I think in American culture, it's like drink means drunk, but not really. Avoid that. Yeah, sours are special occasion beer, and I can only drink one a night. Heartburn City. I didn't get any heartburn. No heartburn. Just a sweet pucker. It was a sweet pucker. It was like, ooh. I love sour things. It sours my jam. So, never had it in a beer before. Never had it like that, and appreciated every sip. Mitch, as a Rapture completist, I will need to order both. Yes. Be a Rapture completist. I can help you out with that. Yeah, Mitch, put some on the side for me. I would like more of that raspberry and the pineapple. Yes. So put it on the side. Earmark it for Beef Daddy. That would be great. Man, I love sour beers. I try not to let mine get too sour. No, it was the right pucker punch. You ever think of calling a beer Mother Pucker? I don't know. That was too far. It was too far. I apologize to my constituents and everybody who voted for me. Okay, so yes, it's delicious. It's perfectly balanced. Yeah, Ron is a big Thunderstorm fan, big Thunderstorm advocate over there in the CD forums. He really digs T-Storm, and I'm still looking out. There may be some more Lutsky Thunderstorm in the future for me. Maybe. Keep your eye out for that Thunderstorm newsletter. If you see a Fricassee or Lutsky Thunderstorm, you get it. You get in it. You get on it. You get up under it. You get over it. You get between it. You got to do whatever you can do to get that Thunderstorm Fricassee on your shelf and Lutsky. And if the rumor I heard about the Thunderstorm Lutsky is true, it's a good one. It's one I've read. So just subscribe to Thunderstorm. That's all I'm going to say. Go to T-Storm. Get on the newsletter. He does it, well, whenever there's a new release. And so I need to try that raspberry. Yeah, it's fun, man. It was an experience. Like, I never had a sour beer before, and that was fun. It was like candy for adults, I guess. I actually don't have too many Thunderstorms, but do appreciate what they do and how they do it. That's cool. Yeah, no, I do too. I think he's an authentic dude, Paul Gobblersh over there. Mitch, I love them, but they don't love me. Oh, that's too bad. Beer intake has, for various reasons, needed to decline of late, but an order will be forthcoming, rest assured. Yeah, health is important. Don't overdo it. Enjoy your beer responsibly. or be like Beef Daddy and say, to hell with it. We all got to die some way. And the sooner I die, the sooner producer Jill gets paid. Yeah, I know a lot of people who have the same sentiment. They can definitely hurt the old tum-tum. Well, I didn't have that reaction with the sour. We'll see with the pineapple. Happy to try. I will be your guinea pig. Anything you got, like if you have an advanced review drink you want to send my way, Mitch, I'm not going to deny it. Advanced review drink. An ARC. But I cannot say enough for, it might seem, let me clear something up. It might seem like I'm so much of a fanboy for Suntup, Rapture, or Fracassi that I'm disingenuous. Like, oh, he likes everything. But I just do. And I'm serious. I would shy away from going on and on about something I didn't really like. I wouldn't put that much out into the world about something I didn't really adore. So I would back off. If Fracassi wrote a book I didn't really like, I would back off. You'd see it. You'd notice. But so far, those three individuals, Mitch, Paul Suntup, and Philip Fracassi, have yet to disappoint. Great stuff. So I just want to make sure everybody's aware that I'm not full of. I don't want my video to get limited, so I don't want to swear. I swear. I don't have anything against swearing. I'm not a Mormon. What are you saying, Producer Jill? I can hear you. My ears are deformed, but they work. Okay, so 19th edition is having a 19% off sale, and that includes the Boys in the Valley slipcase. If you are lucky enough to own a Boys in the Valley, and there are 500 of us in the world right now, who may or may not have destroyed a arc of said book, you can get right now the slipcase at 19% off. Everything on 19th edition's website. I think I have it linked in my description. If not, I'll put it in there. Don't worry. It's under Lightbox Photography. There's a whole order page. And not only does that 19% off include the slipcase, but he did a new challenge coin, which was cool. It's a constant reader. It actually, potato, it says, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. It's something my daughter loves. It's a phrase. I think if she could get it tattooed under her eyes, like Post Malone has always tired, she would get enjoy the journey under her eyes. So that every time she looked in the mirror, she'd get to see those words backwards. I ordered mine a long time ago. Need to go. Need to run, Jeff. Take care. Drink Rapture and read things. Yes. Yes. There was at a time, I don't know if it's still available on my product page. I drink Rapture and read things because Rapture brewing, I keep saying brew, is just the best. Absolute best. My favorite beer. And it's weird that Mitch found me and then I found the beer to be the best, but that's how it worked out. No lie. No lie. Have we talked about Centipede and how kind of surprising it was to see Stephen King's intro in the Siddons book, giving the falling out between him and Jared from the Salem's Lot edition? Okay, I know it's a reprint, but I'm not starting Fairy Tale tomorrow, but that's a good question, Matt. It was meant to be. It was, Mitch. Yeah, I thought that too. Now, was there a falling out with Jared over Salem's Lot? I didn't know that. There was a falling out, like Stephen King hates Jared now? Because I thought Stephen King was just like over the whole limited editions, and then Salem's Lot went off like gangbusters, and he kind of came around to the limited edition thing. I didn't think it was personal to Jared. I thought it was a disdain for limited editions. But you also have to wonder, like, who owns the right to that introduction? I'm sure Stephen King has enough pull where he could say, no, I don't want my edition, my words appearing in any Centipede Press book. But I believe there was another Centipede Press book that had a Stephen King introduction in it. Maybe it was Hill House, Haunting of Hill House. I think some fences may have mended over the years. House Next Door was one I picked up. Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought it was wild that, I was like, oh, did Stephen King sign again? But yeah, someone let me know what happened with Jared and Stephen King. Was it ugly? I wasn't privy. I didn't know all that. So that's kind of over my head. But yeah, I was going to talk about Centipede. Maynard's house next Sunday. Maynard's house is next Sunday, and the house next door sounds wild. I thought that I read the thing on it for both of them, Maynard's house and the house next door. Well, Maynard's house, I don't think there was a description of yet, but the house next door sounded awesome, and it was had a Stephen King intro, and it was only $95, but I held off. I don't know, is it still available? Let me see. The house next door. Is it still available? Signed. Oh, signed copies are sold out. Okay, so you can get an unsigned copy for $85. Signed are sold out at $95. Looks cool. I like the art too. But I'm going to have to pass. It does sound awesome. I think there's so much about it that really does pique my interest. But what can you do? You can't get them all, right? I just got to search for Joseph Tully. It's the other Hallahan. Producer Jill got me Keeper of the Children. And the next Hallahan, so I got matching numbers to search for Joseph Tully. And I guess that's even more bonkers than Keeper of the Children. So, very cool. I got House Next Door. Gonna pass on Maynard. Can't afford them all. Philip's saying what we all think. Cannot afford them all. I'm waiting for my UK Fairy Tales tracking still. I think my email is about to kick me out permanently due to the constant refreshing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a known thing. I mean, tweakers, people who shoot up, they scratch all the time. Book collectors keep refreshing their email, wondering why isn't my tracking, my shipment, my thing showing up. So, yes. The Hill House Redux is one of the most beautiful books I own. I almost bought a second one just because it's so good looking and a good reading size. Philip, I was going to buy that book because I passed on. I mean, I didn't get the deluxe. I got the Suntup edition, and I absolutely adore it. And I read that one. It's printed letterpress, I believe. Yeah. You know what? Now I got to check it out. Now I got to see. But I absolutely wished I would have bought the Centipede Press edition, and the end papers are unreal. Yeah. And the new one, the $100 release. Oh, I had to stop. Yeah, The Haunting of Hill House is printed letterpress. So anyway, from Suntup. The Suntup, I just stopped at it. Even though I like the art more in the Centipede Press edition than the Suntup. The Suntup edition art is the only Suntup edition that I don't think the art is the best. That's the only one. But damn, I wanted that Centipede Press. But I just had to stop. I just can't get them all. Just cannot buy them all. King wasn't pleased with the edition, said it was too big, unwieldy, and Jared gave it his all, so was not pleased to hear it. Oh, just put a mutual abrupt end to the relationship. That's what I've heard. Okay, so King thought it was too overdone. That's a shame. That's a shame because Jared really, Jared has a passion for this stuff. And that's sad. My son's trying to distract me, but You know what? I got Sugarfoot on my side. I saw what you're doing. He's got a brush stuck in his head. It is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. I'm a dad. Yeah, who knew, right? I'm a dad. If King thought that was too big, what the hell did he think about Knowing Darkness? But also, what does King think about the Centipede or the Cemetery Dance Doubleday Years set? I mean, they're huge. They're big. I mean, come on. What is the market price for Centipede Salem's Lot right now? I don't know. Last I heard, it was $7,000. I don't know though. And then you get into the Roman numeral number, the red number, the black ink numbered. I don't know what Jared had going on. There were gift editions, and then there's a signed edition. I don't know. That was, even though I should have been in tune. I've been a King fan since 1983. I should have been in tune in 2004, but what are you going to do? Excuse me. One day I'll sell all my belongings and just buy books. Wow. Jared is too classy to use an unauthorized introduction. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, Jared is too classy. And good to see you, Musashi-san. Good to see you here. I'm glad you're in for a live. Yeah, he is too classy. Jared's a great guy. He's a stand-up guy. So he wouldn't do anything against Stephen King's will. I just don't know if Stephen King can exert, if he doesn't own the rights to the introduction anymore and it belongs to a publisher, then he might not have a say. I have the unsigned gift edition of Centipede Salem's Lot. It's pretty in its simplicity. Yeah, I don't think it's overdone. I'm looking at my bookcase right now, and Salem's Lot towers over any CD book. Oh, okay. Good to know. See, I don't have it. I'm not like you cool kids. I'm going to come over and hold it. It's hard when we have babies. It is. It's tough. Babies are tough. My son's middle name is Salem, so that's a special book for me. Oh, that's awesome. That is nice. That's beautiful. You're welcome, Musashi-san. That's beautiful. I didn't have that connection to Salem's Lot, but, I have that connection to The Shining, and I named my son Ian Shining. No, I didn't. That's a lie. Salem's a cool name, though. Mitch, you can do no wrong. Cheers, Mitch. Cheers to you and your son and all the prosperity you deserve. For sure. So what do we talk about? We talk about Curious King, 19th edition. Fracassi. Oh, Suntup. Suntup has been sending out a bunch of production updates. I think it bothers him that there are all these books that are taking a long time to come out. Oh, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr., I'm getting to that. A birdie flew in my ear this week to point out a Richard Chismar tweet. I'm going to get to that. I am going to get to that. Salem's Lot was what made me look for every King book. Nice. Always stirring the pot, and I'm here for it. Yeah, no, I think Salem's Lot, I thought of as a movie before the book. But I started with The Shining, then Pet Sematary, then Thinner, and then I went... Salem's Lot was a scary movie. It was on every year. I will get to the Chismar tweet. I will. But Suntup is sending out all these production updates because he's not happy with the delays. And he said that Artist Edition of Hex is getting a special upgrade. A special upgrade. So, that's pretty awesome. I think it's a Thomas Olde Heuvelt signature. The CP Salem book is huge, but nothing compared to the CD Lettered. Lettered. Interesting. Yeah. I think Stephen King let Chismar do whatever he wanted. So they're buds. I don't know if Chismar has incriminating photos of King or what. Because it ain't Chismar's writing talent that's got him King's friendship for sure. Producer Jill gets a hello from Mark. Putting it down. Just putting it down. So yes, I agree with Philip. I think the artist... Oh, hi, Mark. I think the artist edition of Hex is getting a signature. So I think Paul Suntup was upset about the delay in Hex. There was a printing error that affected all books, and he had to delay it, had to go back in the pipeline and get behind other books. And I think he was upset, and he got a special upgrade for Hex. My guess is it's the signature, because Thomas Olde Heuvelt is a very classy cat, and I could see him being willing to sign a bunch of signature sheets for the fans. Even though his signature is quite the signature. His signature is huge. But I think so. And Hex is one of the last AEs I bought because that Chris Barron's artwork was just bonkers. Had to get it. So I'm thrilled to think the artist edition might also be signed. It would be great if it's signed. Great show today. Gotta head out. Bye. Take it easy, Scully. Take it easy. Glad you were able to come by. Ugh, I bought an AE, not a CE. May cancel my order now. Yeah, I know, Mitch. When they got that author to graffiti and to mar your book, oh, no thanks, right? I don't need some author writing his or her name in the book because I already know who the author is. Please quit writing in my book. You bought an artist edition, not a classic. So that's the Suntup thing. Earthling Publications. Get Marla. I'm going to read that when I'm done with Beneath the Pale Sky. 2 more stories to go. Fragile Dreams and Death, My Old Friend. Right? Oh, Death, My Old Friend. Philip, those are the last 2 stories. And I absolutely loved every other one. Once I'm done with this, I'm reading Marla. And then, fingers crossed, I love it. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say that. I'm not going to say more than that, but I'm going to say that. I hope I love it. I feel like I put my neck in a noose every time I agree to an arc and I talk about a book before I read it. It's a gamble. It's not a gamble with Philip Fracassi anymore. It's not a gamble with so many other authors. But there are some authors it's a gamble with. There's this one author, this other author of a book I'm currently reading. I haven't finished. I loved all the other books, or most of the other books I've read from this author. But this is 2 now that have been kind of like meh. Not thumbs down, but meh. I don't like that. Read them back to back if you can. One sitting. I'll try. I will try. Oh, Shitsmar, you are in for a treat with those last 2 stories. Oh, Shizmar. Well, I'm dying to read them, and I'm probably going to read them back to back because I really want to get a review out before the Thunderstorm window closes. I want to, with all effective authenticity, endorse the book. That is very short. That's a story I'm writing as a feature right now. Yep. You mentioned that. Well, now we have to know who it is. No, I'm not going to mention the author because I don't think that's cool. Every book hits different. I'm going to write an honest review for this author's book on Goodreads. So follow me on Goodreads if you want to see new reviews. But this author had a book that I just thought wasn't purely baked. previously. And this author's other 2 books I read, I loved. So I just think, here's what I think. For this particular author, they don't have a strong editing team or early readers to give them the guidance to perfect the book. There's a great story there. Just needs to be polished a little more. Needs to be made. Blake Crouch. No, I like all the Blake Crouch. So Blake Crouch is a different kind of author. Blake Crouch starts with the idea of the book and then puts characters in there. And to me, that creates shallower characters. It creates more focus on the deceit of the story. But if you start with the characters and then follow them, you'll get a richer character story. There doesn't mean there's no place for both kinds of authors. But I've only read Dark Matter and then the Pines trilogy. I loved it all. It was very page-turning, but also I like the idea. I like the deceit of the story. I like the theme. So that helps. But I do appreciate more character. I do appreciate a deeper look into a person's psyche, emotional makeup, mental makeup. You know, that type of thing where you can dissect humanity via a person. So it's more of a character-driven story instead of a plot-driven story. You know what I mean? I don't know. You need a plot. You know, you need all of it. But when it's more focused on, because it's what Blake Crouch does. Blake Crouch does parallel universe. Here are people that live out the parallel universe. And I'm not going to ruin the Pines trilogy, but there's this deceit. And then characters that support that idea as opposed to the other way around. Does the author have your first name? No. Vandermeer, no. Don't forget about Camelot books. You can order the Thunderstorm from them and pay when they get it. Helps with the finances. Yes. Although I will say I do worry for people who buy on payment plans or buy with deferred payment. Because at some point that payment's coming due. You may have bought other books in the meantime. And then you're still short on cash. So I think if you're buying books and you have to like slice the payments out, you have more at play financially than a payment plan can help, I think. So I just worry for people that do that. Don't hurt yourself. These are all great books. You can get them at your library. You can borrow from a friend, you know. Not from me. I'm your friend, but you can't borrow from me. I just want to make that clear. When number 1 and my stylist were in town, I was going to put up velvet ropes in front of the bookcases. No lie. That's how horrible I am. So no lending library here. But I'm just saying, like, you should enjoy the books, you should enjoy the fiction, but you should not go broke doing it. Trust me. Tremblay, no. Tremblay, I've read 2 books. Cabin at the End of the World and Head Full of Ghosts. Loved them both. Maybe, it's only 2, and I have like 8, you know? So maybe I'll hate Paul Bear's Club. Maybe I'll hate Survivor's Song. I don't know. But not yet. Nope, not Tremblay. I love Blake Crouch, but man, his latest upgrade was really disappointing. I saw you write about that, Ron. And again, it's upgrade. Isn't that about genetics, like genetic engineering? And so he'll have the deceit, and then he'll put the characters in there. So, I think their name may be an alliteration. No comment. Zip. Nope. Bam. Bam. That's good advice, Jeff. I think that's a warning that should be pinned in a lot of book groups. I don't know what I said, but I'm happy. I made my first purchase from Broken Spine earlier this week. New to me, basically glorified trade editions. Yeah, I think Broken Binding. Yeah, they did the first Blade, the Joe Abercrombie trilogy, the Blade itself, the First Law trilogy. I said the first Blade trilogy. Yeah, I wanted that so bad. I missed out on it. Broken Binding. It is cool. They do sprayed edges. So they take trade editions and they rebind them. And so you're getting trade edition paper. And I'm not like library thing probably thinks I don't give a shit about paper. I do. I really do care about the quality of the paper. I don't think you should be spending $500 for a book and then get crappy paper. So, advice about not going broke, buying shiny, pretty books. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, you should not. Anything, you should pursue. When I heard a definition of addiction that said, doing something repeatedly that brings you pleasure, but destructive. It's destructive. Destructive, repeated behavior that brings you pleasure is addiction. Destructive, repeated behavior that doesn't bring you pleasure is obsession. So whether it's an addiction or obsession, you should not be buying books if you cannot afford books. And if you have to parse your monthly budget to afford books, stop. Just stop. Don't do it. Back off when you need to, Just back off. But anyway, Broken Binding, that is a cool thing, man. I think they're in the UK, no? Are they in the UK? Are they over across the pond from us Yanks? We're Yankees. What the hell is a Yankee? Well, how did they come up with that? Yankee. Did the people in the colonies yank things? You're a Yankee! You're yanking that rope. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I only buy what I really want. And my wife keeps me under control. That's good. I'm a big UK buyer, Goldsboro, etc. Yeah, I do, man. I do like sprayed edges, and the UK's, they do that all the time. Yes. Anyway. So, yes. So, we talked about Fracassi. We talked about Earthling. Oh, check this out. Someone on eBay just sold a Goblin. Josh Malerman's Goblin. And so, they had it listed for $400 or best offer. And the best offer was accepted. So, the $400 was like at a strike through. So, it didn't sell for $400, but you don't know what it sold for. Maybe it was $350. Maybe it was $375. You don't know. But that Goblin, oh, man. The Josh Malerman Earthling Goblin is getting big bucks. Philip Ficassi's Boys in the Valley from Earthling is getting big bucks. Go do yourself a favor and get Marla, get Ghoul in the Cape. Those are huge titles. Ghoul in the Cape, I can't believe isn't sold out. I really struggle with that. If I had a therapist, I'd be talking to the therapist every week. So I guess you're my therapist. Why isn't Ghoul sold out? And they'd be like, okay, you're going to have to let that go. But I would say, but why isn't it sold out? That doesn't answer my question. And they'd be like, please leave. You don't even pay me. General James Wolfe of the Confederacy was the first to use the term. How he came up with that, I don't know. General James Wolfe. And what was the word? What was I saying, Jill? See? Paul said Ghoul was close to selling out and that he was happy with sales. He printed 1,000, which is a ton too. Yeah, no, I think he was down to very few. Yankees. Okay, yes, that was it. Yankees. I think Ghoul, General James Wolfe came up with Yankees. Yankees. Me either, Jeff. That book is amazing. Had it in hand again today and was like, why the hell? Yeah, why the hell not? Why won't it sell? But it's close to being sold out, so it could have sold 999, and there's still one copy on the website, which irks me. It's a lot. 1,000 copies. I got to wrap my head around it. Philip Fracassi did a chapbook of a limitation of 250, and it's still not sold out, which just doesn't make sense to me. I want that chapbook. I'm a fan of chapbooks. I think they're very cool. And it has Francois Vaillancourt, and it's signed, and all that stuff. It's great, right? And it's still, so I constantly think, like, our pool is bigger, but it's not an ocean. It's not even a Great Lake. It's like a pond. We're a small community. So, 1,000's a lot. 1,000's a lot. I also have 2 ghouls. I think ghoul may be too big and too odd for some people. Maybe. Yeah, it's hard to categorize. For sure. Still on the fence about ghoul slipcase. I did not opt for that ghoul slipcase. It wasn't... if Earthling sold it, maybe. It was a cool slipcase. Don't get me wrong. I think the person did it with a level of passion, and I support passion. I just didn't do it. And I have 2 copies of Ghoul. I would like a slipcase. That one was 90. If it was like $30, if that person wants to send me one and I'll advertise it on the channel and it'll chalk it up to your marketing budget, fine. I'll do that. I'd be happy to have it. But not at 95. Not for more than the book. I like the book, but not 100% sure the 95 value is there. Yeah, being honest. I agree with you. How these didn't sell out is amazing when we have so many that 250 copies should sell out. Yeah, the Fracassi Freaks group has 390 people. Like, I thought that would sell out just to the Fracassi Freaks, but whatever. Whatever. I'm tired of speculating. That is not what I'm here to do. I'm here to enjoy the written word with people who enjoy the written word. That's what I'm here to do. So, but someone got a steal on Boys in the Valley on eBay. They bought it for $150. I know. Would you just like, oh my God. Like a Daphne arc sold on eBay for $15. How I missed it, I don't know. I haven't read Daphne. I'm dying to read it. And it's sold on eBay for $15. I'm sure that person got it and read it by now. But Boys in the Valley by Earthling sold for $150. And then Goblin sold for $400 or, thereabouts. It's crazy. I did too. Had mine on order in first 3 minutes. I thought the Fracassi Freaks group would get them all. Yeah. I'm always shocked by that. Like, again, I think that everybody likes the things I like, But for Ghoul, is 1,000 really too many for Mallerman? No. He's pretty big, well-known author. I know. Bird Box, Netflix show. It's all that. The Earthling Gothic will have some serious resale value. Only 250. I'm sorry, only 235 numbered and 15 lettered. So that's where you get at 250. But 235 numbered, I think so. Maybe what takes the some of the steam out of that is that people know they're going to get a Cemetery Dance Trade Edition. That could take some of the steam out of the resale value on the secondary, but I think if I was an author, a point of pride would be to see what the resale values go for. But you don't get any of that money, so it doesn't help you financially. It's just sort of like, wow, my work commands that. It gives you more leverage with selling future works, I'd imagine. Maybe not. Who am I? Just a guy with a fuzzy testicle. God, I'm still crying. I missed that one. Yeah, it's okay, Mike. It's okay. You can get I'd recommend whatever you have to do to get a copy of Gothic. It's a fun read. Wow, what a wild read. Go to Cemetery Dance. That's the only time you'll hear me say that. I'm shocked the freaks didn't buy them all either. I'm going to yell it at everyone soon. Kidding, kind of. I know. I would have much preferred Paul do 500. I would have too. I think Paul should have matched the Boys in the Valley limitation so that 500 people could have a matching set. But Paul Miller's going to do what Paul Miller do. Yes, I read it last week. Have the Ark on my Kindle. Oh, it's a great read. And I will say you're getting Keelan Patrick Burke art on the dust jacket. That's cool. So I got a trade and a paperback and the Ark. Thank you, Philip. That's quite an amazing thing. Fracassi and Rapture and Suntup. Oh my. Oh my. What else do I have written down here? Talked about Centipede. Oh, I'm doing a giveaway for the Darkman. You know what? I forgot to show it. Ooh. Ow. Now, I could back out of this giveaway because it's been so long since I advertised about it. But it's out there. It's in the universe. I shouldn't back away. I am like 14 subscribers away from giving away a signed copy of The Darkman by Stephen King. This is signed. This is the 350 limitation. Wait, how many were made? I don't remember what the limitation was. 500? I don't know. Comes in a tray case with a magnetic closure. It is signed by Stephen King. And it comes with the Darkman artist portfolio. Now, it doesn't have a matching number. This is not a matching set number-wise, but you'll get the Darkman artwork portfolio, which is a big beast, cool tray case type thing. So these two things, and if it wasn't sweet enough, I'm throwing in a copy of Acid Face Sasquatch. This is a story of Sasquatch who decided to finally join humanity. I'm tired of living in the shadows, said Sasquatch. I'm tired of it. I want to be with these people. They're good people. They like to camp. They like the environment like I do. I'm a good soul. They're good souls. Why should we live separate lives? And he stepped into the clearing, and somebody near the campfire threw acid in his face. And he said, "It burns! It burns!" So this is Acid Face Sasquatch, which really is the true prize of this giveaway. So once I hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm giving away this to a random subscriber, like I promised, oh so long ago. It's been a slow, long climb to 1,500 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm not even there yet. So tell your friends to subscribe. Make up profiles. I don't care. Subscribe. Oh, don't do that. Producer Jill said, don't do that. Don't make up profiles just to subscribe to the channel. But, yeah. It's been a slog. Don't worry. When I do hit 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to post a video. It's that video that will be your entry to the contest. So basically you comment on that video, and if you're subscribed and commented, I will put your name in a hat, in a wheel, and select you at random. Hopefully it's a regular, somebody who attends these lives, but you know, I can't control that. Yeah, I know. Have one ordered from CD, but I hope they get added to VJ soon to get a signature. Yes, I hope so too. There are two publishers that my PayPal won't work on. Earthling is one. I wrote Paul before it went live. He remembered, and it happened again. He got the copy aside for me, and I got it. That's awesome sauce. How does one get entered into said King giveaway? Well, I talked about it. So I'll post a video. I'll say, this is the giveaway video. Comment below this video. And then you'll be selected at a live. I'll do it live, like Bill O'Reilly. I'll do it live! And then when I have the name, I'll say, this is the name. Hit me up in Jeff at thejeffword.fun with your address, and I'll mail it to you. You don't even have to pay anything. You're going to get a Stephen King signature. See, I did this way back when I thought getting to 1,500 subscribers was going to be a hell of a milestone. And then people are like, whatever. But of course, I'm horrible at promoting this channel. We got to get better on that, Producer Jill. Okay. Acid Face Sasquatch should be a second drawing. I know, I almost did that. I'm like, that's really a 3,000 subscriber thing. Acid Face Sasquatch should really be maybe even 10,000 subscribers. That's... I don't think so, Jill. You can't capture lightning in a bottle, you know? It's magic. That picture is magic. It's infused with whatever makes art special. And really, it should be like 10. Like it deserves a showing at like the Louvre. But you know, whatever. Gotta get that Squatch. Yeah. You do. Not like. Ooh. Not like. What do you mean not like? You won a contest without remorse. Sorry, dudes. My OCD was behind the wheel and had to reshelve my books due to our new arrivals. I've been listening in the background, though. Okay. Not like me, although I'm on this week. LOL. Oh. You know. No. Oh. Without remorse, don't say that. Not like me. No, I wasn't saying that about you. Oh, that's horrible that you would think that. You know what? Draw a hot bath. Pour yourself a Rapture. Throw some ice cubes in there if it's too hot. Beef Daddy wasn't talking about you. I was talking about somebody, but it wasn't you without remorse. No. Stop it. You know what? Go to a mirror. Go right now. Turn this off. Go to a mirror. Well, still listen to me because I got to give you instruction. Go to a mirror and say, without remorse, I am special. I deserve love. I'm going to buy those Tony Robbins tickets. I'm going to go to that thing where they make me give back massages to my neighbor, who I don't know, probably has COVID. Without remorse, I was not talking about shh. Gotta run, my friends. I have to fix the kitchen sink. That's not a metaphor. I can't imagine what that would be a metaphor for, but go get it, Philip. I think if you can fix the kitchen sink, I don't know where I'm going with that. Go fix the kitchen sink, Philip. Take it easy. Take it easy. That giveaway win was legendary. Without remorse. I hope you won without remorse. Don't have remorse now. Oh, and then you have 23 in the middle there? That's my Suntup number. It's heart. It's right here. It's heart. I have heart for that number. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. So if you guys had a guess without checking your approximate, how many books do you have pre-ordered? You're currently waiting on. I have 28. I hope you feel better. I have 28. I'd say around 20. Okay. By the way, I loved Westlake Soul. Thanks again. Westlake Soul was, man, I wish I could have loved it. Ugh. I wish. Everybody loved that book. Maybe I would have loved it if I finished reading it. It was well written, but man, it was just such a, I don't know. I'm glad you did. Boom. I'm glad you did. 72, John. Get out of here. 72? That's a lot of pre-orders. I'll drink to that, though. I'll drink to that. I'll tap my phone with my glass and pretend I have company. It's a sad life I live. What? I'm just saying. You're sad too. We're all sad. Everybody's sad. It's like Giggle Snort Hotel. 72, I'd be dead. 72. Yeah, I have 28. And my oldest one goes back to 2013, and you can guess who holds that. I closed my book. So yes, The Dark Man. Oh, what was I going to say about so much money out there? Yeah, we're funding these businesses. There's a German deluxe edition of It. Mark Kennefick did the math, and he said it was only $85, and it looks awesome. And you know what the German edition of It is titled? S. E-S. S. S. But you got to say it like that, guttural. Because, like, all the German music I listen to, Rammstein and KMFDM. Like, KMFDM has this one song that goes, Mein Leid, mein Elend. It's like, you can't be German and happy. You can't be. Jill's very German. Oh, she's very unhappy. Unhappy. I have 2 coming from Suntup. Psh, psh, I have a lot coming from Suntup. But nothing really, well, I think some of them go back 1 year. But not really much more than that. But yes, Cemetery Dance has one order for me from 2013. That was like an apocalypse ago. I mean, jeez. Do you think Philip got his sink fixed? Do you think it's fixed now? What if there's a moving finger coming up out of his sink and that's what he had to fix? And he fixed it by taking like antipsychotic meds. I don't know. If you see a finger coming up out of your sink like this, I think you'd pop an antipsychotic med. What else would you do, Jill? Would you get bolt cutters and cut it? I don't know. What would you do? She'll wait till it happens. Okay. All right. Also, there's a new Hellraiser show coming out. Hellraiser, October 7th on Hulu. Hulu. Hellraiser. And I gotta, so they have a female, a woman, can I say that? A woman playing the lead Cenobite, which in the book, if you read Hellbound Heart, the lead Cenobite was agender. It was, you couldn't identify gender, but the voice was feminine in quality. So you could say that the lead Cenobite, who was Pinhead, the Hell Priest, was a woman or a female. So, and then when Clive wrote and directed the movie, he cast Doug Bradley, because Doug Bradley was somebody who appeared in a lot of Clive Barker plays. Clive Barker wrote a lot of plays. He put on a lot of theater, and he had Doug Bradley as an actor, and he put him as Pinhead, and the rest is history. But I will say, I saw the stills, the teasers for this series, and I didn't see video. I just saw stills, and wow, that female Cenobite is terrifying. So I cannot wait till October 7th if my stylist will let me watch Hulu. I don't know. My stylist said that she would watch tonight, but she hasn't shown up. We all live in America. America is wunderbar. That's a Rammstein song about how they were sick of living under the exported image of America. We don't drink Coca-Cola. We don't worship Mickey Mouse. We resent this image being thrust upon Western civilization that is entirely American. That's Rammstein. Ich tu de vie is amazing. That's my favorite song. And then I read the English translation to that song, and I liked it even more. Ich tu de vie. You know what? You guys are behaving. So I'm going to put on... What, Jill? Do you have a problem? Jill has a problem. Du hast Mensch. Oh, this is absolutely one of my favorite songs in any language. I think I played it for you guys before. Rammstein. I mean, I might get copywritten. Love it. Love it. Not music, says Potato. Says Potato. Okay. No music. All right. So what else do I have to talk about? Okay. Okay, we're not there yet. We got 9 minutes. Thomas Olde Heuvelt posted a picture with Catriona Ward that I thought was charming, and I loved it. And then, but even more important than the picture were the words. He said he just finished November, which is another book on the horizon. So we have Oracle to look forward to, which is a book about kids finding this submerged ship in the earth. And they go in there and it's a portal to somewhere. That's my understanding. High level understanding of Oracle. That is coming in 2023 in English. It's already out in that Dutch language that Twan likes so much. So they already got that. But November is the next book, and it's about a town in the Pacific Northwest of the U.S. that is idyllic. Everything is perfect in this town. Everything is wonderful. All the people are beautiful. They're rich. They have anything they could ever hope for. But to get that life every November, they need to kill someone, I believe. So it's like, you ever read that story? The ones who walk away from Omelas, similar to that. So it's this sort of bargain. You need to make some really sick sacrifice to maintain your lovely lifestyle. And I'm down for it. Thomas Olde Heuvelt is amazing. So I'm down for it. November. I don't know when it's coming out. Probably come out some November. I mean, if I was releasing the book, I'd make it November. Anyway. What else? Rammstein. So the last thing I got to talk about is that old Richard Chizmar, the Chiz. Somebody shared, I'm not going to name names, but somebody shared a tweet, his recent tweet, where it was like a Google search result that said, "Is Richard Chizmar Stephen King?" And then he posted, he shared a screen grab of that search result with the emoticon of, like pondering, is it possible? And I barfed. I vomited. All over the floor, and it was so heavy in stomach acid, it ate a hole through the floor. I call it the Chizmar hole. What a jerk. I mean, if you think you are 1/10 the talent of Stephen King, and it's fun to play that, it's not even fun to play that game. Like, don't even humble brag. Like, walk away from your Twitter account at that point if you're tempted to compare yourself to Stephen King. Because you cannot write nearly as imaginatively or as powerfully as Stephen King. You don't have a fraction of a sliver of the talent of Stephen King. You're just like a leech. You're a barnacle stuck to the Stephen King, USS Stephen King, and you think that makes you the same traveler that Stephen King is. You're just stuck to the ship. You're just like a leech. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's so insulting to every other author, slinging their words, pushing their work, promoting their stuff, that you just, oh, it's just infuriating. I'm sorry. I've read a few Richard Chizmar books. I was generous to one in my review, and the other I just couldn't hold back. And then I've sworn off reading anything else by him because his stuff is so full of his own chiz. He's so full of his own chiz that I can't, oh my, it's repulsive. It's gross. And it's really unfair to all the other genuinely awesome authors that are out there who could be compared to Stephen King favorably. Who could be, I posted a video, 5 authors you need to read if you love Stephen King. That they have some part of that magic, of that talent that makes Stephen King such a must-buy, must-read author. And Chizmar is not that. It's like disgusting. It's like the worst part of nepotism. And they're not even related. Like, I still think Chizmar has incriminating photos of King somewhere because, holy shit, how he could ride that out for so long is, now Jeff, he was joking. He has posted pictures of them together before. Yeah. And then you do read the fans and they're like, well, I haven't seen you together before. And it's like, he allows it. I don't know. He encourages it. He feeds off of it. And it's just sick. Ugg is right. Kevin Jenkins. I have not heard good things about Chizmar's solo efforts. No. Thomas is a good dude if he indeed does sign all those AEs. Thomas is a good dude because he wrote incredible books. But yeah, I'll like him even more if he signs those AEs. But yes, I just think Chizmar's gross. And there are some people who are like, and so his image is he always wears a baseball cap. He always wears a t-shirt, you know. He seems like an average guy that you'd like to have a beer with, but knowing he's so in love with himself, knowing he's screwed over so many customers who are still waiting, it's just gross. And he never helps himself. He never, like, in my low opinion of him, I've never seen him do the things that kind of change my mind and make me think, okay, maybe I'm just being too harsh or unfair or whatever. No, he just keeps proving why I don't like the guy. That's my rant. All I could say is... Oh, that song is awesome. So, Ich tu de vie, go watch it. Go get the chapbook while you watch that video from Philip Fracassi. Get the Thunderstorm. Those are the things you could do right now to Jeff your shelf. You can't get the Search for Joseph Tully unless you've gotten a link. It's only going to people who bought the book previously, the other Hallahan book. Get over to 19th edition. Take advantage of that sale before it's gone. What else can you do? What else did I have up here? Oh, yeah, the 19th edition. They also have Nazala Cola button, which the Dark Tower series hits on parallel universe material. So Nas a la Cola is like Coca-Cola. So get over there. I bet there will be more extras of Tully. There might be, but he right now. Jared is going through all the people who wanted matching numbers, and then yes. So I can't recommend you Jeff your shelf by getting the Search for Joseph Tully. But get Centipede books. They're delicious, all on their own. I would love to get The House Next Door. That sounds awesome. I would love to get it. So if you want to Jeff your shelf, go get that, and I'll live vicariously through your joy. I'm happy to do that as a service. I'm getting the hurry up and shut up. Oh, also get They Say a Girl Died Here Once. Maybe why not? If Chiz does have any dirt on King, it must be really bad. I gotta say, if you've read The Girl Next Door, I'm sorry you wasted your life. It's like you have life and time are like the same thing. And you've given your time and life to that book. Ugh! But if you would like to buy a copy of The Girl Next Door, The Girl on the Porch, not The Girl Next Door, that's a fantastic book that I haven't read by Jack Ketchum. But The Girl on the Porch, if you want a signed copy of The Girl on the Porch, it's actually double signed, and it's inscribed to my previous name, Jeffing Off, then I can sell it to you for a very high fee. Because I'm money grubbing now. So I would sell it if the price was right. I have some Sugarfoot to do. I'm going to do that after I say goodnight. The Girl on the Porch. Horrible book. Yeah, it was really, really bad. Where'd I go? Where did you go, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr.? I was here. I am here. But I'm going to go. It's 10 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Central. It's, 7 p.m. Pacific? I don't know. I don't know time zones, but gives an idea of where. You think Fracassi fixed his sink? So take it easy. I'm glad you guys were here. It's always fun, at least for me, to do these therapy sessions into a microphone, into an iPhone. But I gotta go now. Producer Jill says I gotta go. So I had a blast. But I'll be back when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. So good night. Round it out with a Rapture Brew. Brew. I can say Rapture Brew, can't I, Mitch? Can I? You don't find that cringy, do you? When I say Rapture Brew? Because I do it all the time. I don't know why. So cheers. Take it easy. Happy Monday. You guys are great. I'm sorry Tim's not here, but I'm sure he loves you all. I know he loves me, but I hope he loves you. I'll let you say Rapture Brew. Thank you. I was really waiting for you to say that before I ended tonight. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. Have a great evening, everyone. I'll be Tim tonight. Goodbye. Love you. Good evening. All you great people said number one. Number one said it, so we can close the show. So good night. Stay frosty.